What is your expectations for Single Day this year?
That's a good question. I mean, I think it's going to tell you a lot about what's going on in the Chinese consumer economy right now. They are, I suspect it will be a strong day, but it may not be as strong as in the past. There's a lot of talk in the U.S., Singles Day started this, now you have Amazon Prime Day and all these things. And so there's a lot of talk in the U.S. what holiday sales will be like in general.
We've heard from Chinese regulators after a couple of years where they have really tightened the noose over these Chinese tech companies, where they want the platform economy to help lead the growth in the country. How is that going to be benefiting the tech cos?
I think stepping back, look back a few years ago, it was 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, the government in China was really pushing these companies, pushing them to innovate. Then they stepped back and started to regulate them. We're starting to hear rumblings that they really need these. They want these companies. They want to partner with these companies to help take the Chinese economy out of recession.
What in particular, in terms of the development, is the artificial intelligence? Is it the autonomous driving? What of the Chinese tech companies do you like?
I think it's probably all sorts of those things. It's the payments from like Ant Financial and the whole financial sector. It's the e-commerce business. It's their media business. It's the whole. Look, there is clearly a war going on in AI, and there's going to be China and the United States, and I think you're going to see the Chinese internet companies, which are huge profit machines, throw huge amounts of resources into these AI efforts.
Of course, Baidu with its Ernie bot, Alibaba with its Tongyi Qianwen. Of the Chinese tech companies, do you have a favorite?
We're probably the most familiar with Alibaba. We're clearly biased. We were early investors in it. It's clearly very cheap from an earnings perspective. I'm not sure anybody cares. There's been a lot of reports out about how underweight global managers are in China. I do know this. If you tend to go like opposite the crowd over very long periods of time, you tend to make money. But who knows? There's so much uncertainty going on in the market there right now.
Hi, Mitchell. Have we seen peak regulatory uncertainty, and to what degree is that impacting fintech ambitions of these major platforms?
So it appears that the regulatory environment is starting to get better over there. That can obviously change at a whim, and I'm assuming that Ant Financial and Alibaba or Tencent are working very closely with the regulators to try to figure out when's the best time and most appropriate time for Ant to list and things like that. I don't think we expect it to happen anytime soon, though.
And how would you characterize the international ambitions? Because, I mean, there's clearly a lot of critical mass still in the Chinese market in the longer term, but they are expanding aggressively over here into Southeast Asia. And despite the trade tensions in North America, US as well, are they where they want to be?
That's a good question. I think you probably are seeing them focus more on the Southeast Asia regions, like with Lazada and things like that, or what Tencent's doing in Southeast Asia, than related to North American efforts. I think a few years ago they did have a lot of efforts focused on North America, and you're really starting to see them focus more and more on Southeast Asia, or efforts in Europe to build partnerships and things like that.
On the Ant Group.
Hi, I'm Emily Tan, and thanks for watching CNBC. You can check out more of our videos by clicking on the boxes on the screen, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Thanks for watching.